brothers and sisters, how y'all doing? I'm here to do a update on my edges. I know a lot of you guys started following my channel based upon my growth, my edges growth journey. And it's been up and down, as you guys know. I started off having really thin edges because of braids and those type of issues, weaves, all that. And then I got it to grow back, and then it got taken out again when I did my Wave Nouveau perm. And so I was trying to grow it back since that. And I have not been consistent as far as using my Jamaican black castor oil and my emu oil. However, I do try to do it twice or 3 times a week. And I spend a lot of time massaging it into the scalp. And I realize that even if I don't do it every single day, if I spend about 5 minutes straight of just massaging it, that stimulation is what helps more so than just putting it on my scalp every single day. Now, my last update, I believe I showed you guys my shea butter mix, which I mix all of my oils into. I don't do that anymore just because making that shea butter is time consuming. And so I do just dab a little bit of oil on my fingers and just rub it into my scalp. And so far it's been good. It's been about 1.5 years since I've been doing that. And my edges have pretty much grown back completely. I'm just going to show you guys this side. So this is my left side, and my left side is actually a lot better than my right. I have gotten most of it back on this side. This little spot, I don't know what happened here, but this side is actually pretty much all filled in for the most part. Now this side is my problem side, and I still don't have all of this filled in. And there's still some holes here. It's still not all the way filled in. It's still a little bit holy in this area. So it's definitely not as full as a typical normal hairline would be, but it's definitely not completely bald as it was before. I know I got a lot of questions on that first video still asking about do you have to use the emu oil? Does it have to be both? I got the best results using both oils. I feel like the emu oil was really instrumental in helping it grow, and the castor oil was really instrumental in helping it become thick. So that's why I put the two together. I don't use the emu oil because the emu oil is expensive, and I just don't feel like spending $25 on a 4-ounce bottle of emu oil, and that's the only reason why I don't use it anymore, because just for that purpose, to me, it's a really big expense, and I'm seeing progression, and so I'm not too worried about it. I just think the biggest thing in rocking your edges, the biggest thing in being confident, even if you have bald spots or you have edges that need some filling in, is just knowing that at the end of the day, like, you're doing the best that you can do. You're trying to get it to grow in. It's not the most beautiful thing to look at, and there are certain things you can do to kind of get around that. I know that there are some waxes that are black, and you can use the wax to put it on your edges to slick them down, and that blackness can look like, you know, your edges are filled in if you're a little bit worried about, you know, going out with your edges looking like that. And I know that there's also the extreme, and I'm not saying that you should do this. I have never really considered it, but I do know people who have gotten the surgical implants because they were never able to get their edges back due to alopecia or whatever other issues that they were having, and it is a permanent thing. You can do your research on it because I don't know too much about it, but if for some reason it never gets to where you want it to be, there are other options. The last thing, I know a lot of people ask, do you have to get the castor oil from the Jamaican Black Castor Oil Company? Absolutely not. Castor oil is castor oil. That castor oil markets itself to be more potent, so that's why I like it, because I feel like it's just a little bit different than the regular home house castor oil. However, I use both. So that's what I do, guys. My edges have been looking pretty okay. They're not long, but at least I don't have any more holes. So if you guys have any questions, please leave a comment below and I'll do my best in answering them. And I'll just spin around so you can see. So for the most part, they're good. And yeah, pictures at the end to show you my progression. I hope everyone's doing great. I love you all, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful night.